this new place. Everybody's here. It's like we're all having breakfast. Lots of lights and cameras.
We're so excited to have you here because, you know, you're so talented, but you're also one of the sweetest people we know. You really are. And you have a new movie coming out, Home Again, the Emmy-nominated TV series. You're part of more than 20 projects. You're the cover of Glamour magazine. You're ambitious. You wrote an essay in Glamour magazine about ambition. And I have a question for you.
Oh, thanks. Thanks.
You wrote a letter to young women. So if a young woman is feeling her ambition is being stifled, how do you address that? What would you tell her?
Well, a couple years ago, I wrote this speech for Glamour Woman of the Year about why ambition in women is considered a dirty word. And we do kind of think, they've done all these studies at Harvard and Columbia about women who have ambitious qualities are seen as selfish or self-serving, and it's actually completely opposite. Usually they have a mission or a drive to help other people or accomplish something.
You just hear it in the tone in people's voice. When they apply ambition to a woman, it's different than when you apply it to a man.
She's out to get for herself. So I'm just trying to sort of take the stigma off the word so that we encourage more little girls to be ambitious, because I do think that's how society is.
Personally, for you, have you always been ambitious, or did you grow into your ambition?
Oh, Michael. I mean, I remember in 3rd grade, I told them, they went around the room and said, what do you want to be when you grow up? And this one wanted to be a doctor, that one wanted to be an astronaut. I said, I want to be the first female president of the United States of America. And I didn't blink. And you know what? To my teacher's credit, her name was Mrs. Pfister, and she goes, I'm going to vote for you, Reese. And
I thought, that wasn't just election.
Wasn't that sweet? No, it sounded like Tracy Flick, but that was just the delivery, George. It was a character I played. I'm nothing like that at all.
Speaking of little girls, your little girl's almost 18.
I know. My daughter's going to be 18 on Saturday. I know. I'm going to cry.
Any special plans?
Don't make me call you Lara. We're just going to go out to dinner. She just wants to be really quiet, but I have a special something that I'm going to give her, but I'm really excited. I wrote a letter to her that I'm really excited.
Oh, I love that. It's a great gift.
It's incredible to think back about all that time and the things that they've learned and who they become. And
did you cry when you were writing it? Because I'm going to cry listening to
I was like a messy, sobbing heap of, like, puddle of snot.
There you go. I have a picture.
Still got 2 boys at home?
I have,
How did back to school go?
Yeah, back to school's great. They're back. It's like every mom's favorite time of the year. Back to school. Oh yeah, that's Deacon in Tennessee.
So cute.
And Deacon's turning 14, and Tennessee's going to be 5 this month.
Wow.
It goes fast.
It just goes so fast.
But you know, you posted this throwback picture, and we're wondering if your kids inherited your sense of fashion. This is from the 80s.
There you go. Your daughter was just 8.
Oh yeah, those are my jams.
That's how the Draper James thing started, right there.
That style. I mean, I knew everybody needed a little bit of that. The way I hike them up really high.
I don't want to say anything. It looks good.
Yeah.
Can we talk about Home Again? I had a chance to watch it last night. It is such a sweet movie. I cried, I laughed, the whole bit. So I want to play a little bit of it. We want to set it up a little bit because you play a young mom of 2, separated, thinking about a divorce, and you kind of hook up a little bit with a youngin'.
Yeah.
Is that safe to say?
Well, you know, my character is separated, and she's got 2 little kids. She doesn't know what she's going to do with her life. She has to move back home. She feels really untethered, and I think a lot of people have gone through that thing where they made a decision when they were 25 and they turned 40, and that's not the decision that works for their life anymore. So she starts a romance with someone, and then her ex-husband comes back, and then she's confused, and it's really about a woman finding what the next chapter in her life is going to be.
That's what it's really about, and here it is, Home Again.
Hey, Alice?
Yeah.
Do you have a minute?
Sure.
Could we just maybe exchange phone numbers, or...
Oh, Harry, I'm very late. Listen, I think you woke up to a completely different person than you met last night, and I appreciate the gesture. I really do. But how old are you? Like 30? 29?
Something like that.
You were talking so well about Reese. Because, you know, on the surface you'd say, oh, a romantic comedy. No, it's so much more than that.
Yeah, I think it's a modern comedy. You know, it's a woman who's defining her own life, and, you know, it has a little bit to do with romantic relationship, but that's not the thing you end up with in the movie. It's about her becoming the hero of her own story.
Like, too, the older woman had the little flip on the romance.
You know, how many times do we see older guys and younger women in movies, and I've never really seen it.
I just got a side eye over there. What was that about?
This movie, I'm going, don't you say nothing.
So you're going to be dipping into our world as well. You and Jen Aniston have a new project.
Yes, we have a new TV show we're working on about morning news show.
Get through it.
Did you use any notable personalities as inspiration?
No, I don't look like anybody on television. And I don't think I'd have anyone else's personality.
Not ambitious at all.
I'm not ambitious. No, it'll be interesting. And it's, you know, it just talks about modern life. And it's me and Jen, and we've worked together before on Friends, and we finally found this project that we could do together. We're so excited.
Well, there's that, and then we can't let you go without Big Little Lies. So it's not ending?
Well, I mean, we're talking about it. We had so much fun, and literally this group of women are my closest friends, and we're thinking about it. We're talking about it. Now there was only one book, and it ended where the show ends.
Let's get to it.
I know.
Nothing else going on.
We got to get the writer to write another book.
I know. But it is a real possibility, because I feel like you can mine these women, these characters, for so much more.
Yeah, I think it's incredible. People just loved it. We had no idea people were going to be so excited about it. So thank you, everybody who watched.
Oh my God! And a wrinkle in time that you have going on.
Yeah, I did this movie with Oprah and Mindy Kaling that Ava DuVernay directed, and that's coming on March. That's really exciting.
Can't wait for that.
I know, that's my girl Oprah, my girl Mindy.
And
that's fun.
Oprah makes killer margaritas, right?
That's what we hear.
Yeah.
What's the secret?
Yeah, it's the tequila. She gets really, really special tequila. I don't know where she gets it. It's one of Oprah's favorite things.
Hey, Robin, why don't you find out?
Yeah.
I'm on it.
And you know, the movie Home Again hits theaters tomorrow. And we got Alexander, John Rudnitsky, and director Hallie Myers-Shire. Welcome, you guys. Welcome to the show. And Hallie, amazingly enough, this is your first movie.
It is.
You wrote it, you directed it, and how did you get that lady sitting to your left to jump on board and come on board?
I'm still wondering that very question, but she was awesome. She came on board with us right away, jumped in, and it's been a dream come true. It really has.
And DNA, let's just say it, your mom, Nancy Myers, it is in your DNA. What was that like working with both Myers women, Reese?
It was incredible. I mean, in certain ways, Hallie has had more of an education about film than I ever had. She grew up on movie sets, watching her mom and dad write movies, direct movies, edit them, and then market them. So she had this comprehensive knowledge of everything it takes to make a movie.
But obviously, Hallie, you have a lot of talent, but does it bother you to be compared to your mom?
No, I wouldn't say it bothers me because, you know, she's a producer on this movie, and I wanted her input on it, and I made a film in a genre that she's excelled at. So if I'm going to be compared to somebody, I'd like it to be in the family.
Nancy's not a bad one. I love every one of her movies, and I love this movie. I want to talk to Pico. Pico, you had a plum role.
Yes.
You and Reese had to have a little romance.
Yes, we did, yeah.
How was that?
It was lovely.
Reese, how was that?
It was great. It worked for me.
It worked for us, too.
Yeah,
And
I'm not complaining.
No, absolutely. But how was this experience, though, working with your buddies, working with Reese on a movie that is really so special?
It's fantastic. I can't even begin to articulate it, really. It's like such a big, huge opportunity for me. I've really only been working for about 3 years professionally, and, you know, to be able to work with Academy Award-winning Reese Witherspoon. and John.
You have to say Academy Award winner Reese Witherspoon.
That was in the...
John, you and Pico, you play aspiring filmmakers in this movie who have to live in Reese's character's guest house.
Right.
But I hear it's kind of like it wasn't a bad deal that they did. But you two actually ended up as roommates while you were filming this movie.
Yeah.
How did that work out?
Well, we
kind of just dove in.
Yeah, we got along really well. We found out the third guy, Nat, him and I went to high school like 5 blocks away from one another here in the city.
Look how cute we are.
Well, okay, answer this though. Anthony, you're looking all cute and very well made up now, but who's the messiest roommate?
That would probably...
Who's that now?
Yeah, I would probably be Nat.
Oh, Nat.
That's not fair,
here.
because he's not here.
What a great guy.
And Reese, is it true you had some great cast parties, dinner parties?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, we got together, we had fun. They came over to my house, they played with the kids. They ate all of Tennessee's Halloween candy.
Some candy.
Yeah, it was fun. It was good to hang out, and Nancy would come over too. And
yeah, Reese was so welcoming to all of us. Really made us feel very at home.
Yeah,
and
you can go to a Sunday brunch.
I'm
recommend
an okay cook.
You're an okay cook?
But they
Good hostess,
complimented my cooking.
We got a smart cast. Thank you guys for coming in. Academy Award winner Reese Witherspoon, Hallie, John. Hey, thank you guys. Pico. And the movie Home Again hits theaters tomorrow. Make sure you go check it out. And we'll be right back, everybody.